Hey, my name is Michael Villa. I am a mechanical engineering student from New York City, and this is my 1990 Honda Civic DX. It is a daily driver, so I use it to go to school, upstate, run errands, and any other little things I need to do.
So this is what my Honda Civic looked like about a year ago when I first bought it. As you can see, it was missing the Honda badges, all the paint was faded, and the driver's side of the hood was completely damaged. Now the back of the car was not that bad, but you can still notice all the faded paint. And the passenger side had missing side trim, dents in the door, and the fender was completely damaged. And finally, the driver's side, you can see it had a few scratches, all the paint was faded, was missing the door trim, and the fender was also completely damaged. This is a picture of the engine bay at the time I was doing the swap. As you can see, I left in the original tranny and axles, and with the help of my brother and stepfather, I'm about to drop in the D16. And this is what my Civic looks like today. First things first, as you saw before, it was in desperate need of a paint job. So I visited a few auto body shops, only to find out that they wanted to charge me $1,000 and change just to paint the car. Instead, however, with no prior experience in painting cars, my brother and I decided to do it ourselves. So I bought the primer, paint, and clear coat at a Napa auto store, borrowed a compressor and gun, and took the chance. And as you can see for yourself, for our first car, I think we actually did pretty well. So instead of buying another hood, which would have cost me about $300, I took the old one and repaired it with Bondo, primered it, and then gave it the final coat. Soon after, I decided to switch to stock headlights with a pair of clear Angel Eye projector headlights powered by some 12,000K HID lights. So to give the car a unique look, I also wrapped a lot of the trim in carbon fiber vinyl, which I purchased off eBay Motors. That included the gas cover, the rear panel, and the door trims. Now the only thing on the car that I didn't do myself was the exhaust, which I sent to a shop to be put on along with this Matrix Type X muffler I got off eBay Motors. Next, I'll show you the engine bay. As you can see, this isn't the stock engine. It's the D16Y VTEC from a 98 Civic. We swapped it in ourselves and scrapped the previous engine. I also installed a Matrix intake and filter for a few extra horses, as well as a front strut bar for chassis support that I got for pretty cheap off eBay. So right now my Civic's sitting on 15-inch XXR002s, and it's red with a chrome lip. You can see the little Honda emblems that I got from eBay Motors. And these are my Falcon tires. They are ZX502s. So moving on to the interior, as you can see, I installed some discontinued 3A racing bucket seats with an Atomic 4-point harness, which I got off eBay Motors. And this is my Moment-style steering wheel, which I got to match my seats. And my SunPro SuperTac 3 10,000 RPM tachometer, the little shift light. And this is my 5-speed shifter, all of which I got off eBay Motors. And for music, I put in a Kenwood stereo unit, which I got hooked up to 4 Beamer 250-watt speakers in the back, as well as two 12-inch JL for bass. The system is powered by a PowerZone Crunch 1800 watt amp for voice and an Alphasonics 1200 watt amp for the bass. And to help level out my music, I got this sweet high pass crossover off of eBay Motors for cheap. Now suspension wise, I have the car set up for track as well as everyday use. So here are my K-Sport Control Pro coilovers, along with the Skunk 2 front camber kit to protect against early tire wear. And in the rear of my car, I put in a pair of energy suspension rear trailer unbushings to help reduce lateral movement. Again, these are my K-Sport coilovers. This is the Blackworks Racing rear camber kit, which helps protect my tires from rubbing against the chassis. And finally, these are my Skunk 2 lower control arms that aid in cornering at high speeds.